Alright, so here we go. We got the second reading for Eryka, Gayton here. And like I said, past, present, and future, not all is going to fit here. Some's going to interconnect. Please watch the first video if you haven't done so already. So, I just realized I should have put this with the other reading. Oh well. Anyways, July 17th, this should have been with the other one. I didn't see it. So I decided to connect to him and see what I would get. I got an instant headache, thinks he's all that, nauseous feeling. Didn't like hearing no, and that's something he didn't really hear very often. He wants what he wants, and that's it. Got a temper, reference to fire, as in temper. Also may have something to do with maybe he's got it in his chart somewhere. Reference to April. I kept getting sand, but not red sand. Mountain type sand. Also still in El Paso. She didn't like me looking at him because he's bad. Reference to south. Definitely some type of water either accumulates, a tank, a reservoir, something. Creek bed. Sand, trees, bushes. It being hot, obviously. He knows the area well. I got a heart for some reason. Something like Bub. ATVs, off-roading, Franklin, here off-road. Opposite red sands. Pain in my chest. Mark. December. Pain in my stomach. Jewels. He also had the jewels in his hand, so that matches for both of them, so it must be important. Aztec. Robinson Quarry. Mineral. Cheesecake. 75. Separate, but possibly together. During this time, I also had a dream of a reservoir. I don't know if that was Jen or her, or maybe even both. I also kept getting lay-by. It's an Australian or a European saying for like an area that you pull off that's near water, kind of like a little rest stop or a pull out. I did find out that there's a gym stop by the Coliseum, so that could be why I was getting gyms, or also maybe another reason. I also kept saying ravine the other day and rolling, and I'm not sure where it belongs. If it might have been just one of those random events. Also, I was getting Edna when I was in the doctor's waiting for my injections, and I figured it was a spirit, but looking through the map at the Coliseum, I did see that there was an Edna very close by in that little park that's next to there where they have the fairgrounds, so maybe to validate the area. I also kept getting a song by Marty Robbins, Strawberry Roan, it's about a horse, and it was in my head for days. In the dream on July 22nd, property for sale, dirt, mud, and trees and bushes. The guy in my dream I was talking to, we were looking for Eryka. He had on a cowboy hat and was older with my white mustache and beard, skinny, on the skinny side, like old cowboy if he owns a ranch. I don't know if he owns the ranch that's nearby or what. August, like I said, also came in Jen and Brittany, and a few places was wondering about it being timing for El Paso as well, as I was saying before. Also, I randomly got Wizards of Waverly. I don't know. I know Selena Gomez is in there, so it could be for Gomez, or it could be any part of the title or some other reason. I don't know. So there I got, let's see, that's where I got back in Jen's that fit here, especially second reading. Like I said, 14 also came in Jen's as well. Also, Coliseum is by Flower Drive. Flower was in McKenzie. So here's the second reading, July 28, 2019, around that time. Looking at her earrings, I saw feathers. I saw her dancing again with lights, music, going tipsy, getting down, music pulsating. I don't think they made it to the house, honestly. I see like I did before, because it's not like I see him kill her there and then her out in the trunk or anything. He killed her where he took her, and I hear roofied, drugged, tipsy, hearing shouldn't have trusted him, hearing I don't know what I was thinking, now I can't come home to my son, poor decision, talks good game, but you're right, is a douche, super creepy, annoying, hear the word Chrysler, piggy bank, see horses and hooves in the dirt and people riding them, hear equestrian, meaning horses, ranch hand. Remember, guys, stuff can be symbolic as well. Forgot to mention that. Here west, could be in the name too. I kept hearing Rio, but like Rio Bravo. See dust, rocks, bushes, trees, a little bit of water, hanky-panky, someone bull riding. Reminds me of the song by Garth Brooks. I heard Beaches of Cheyenne, it's by Garth Brooks song. I got all kinds of Garth Brooks songs coming in. Thunder Rolls, cowboy stuff. A reference to water, but I don't think in it, just near it. Hear crickets, hear a cougar growl like a big cat, like rawr. Don't laugh at me, okay? Showing me farm animals, rabbits, chickens, goats, ducks, cows go moo. Got hickory dickory dock rhyme again. It's been coming in since Cheryl. Could be for the time for 1 o'clock or something else, or have multiple meanings to it. And let's see. like I said, because it's barely the 14th. I heard left from the Coliseum, and that would be, I think, towards his house, or southeast, I heard. Says, no, not red sands. She's waving a rainbow flag and says gay pride. Hammering nails, maybe near property he worked or is working on, or maybe that could just be what he does. I like how you hear when a hammer hits nails and it's an echo. I got an S, like stand, standby, like stand by, stand be, something like that. Morocco, honeybees, see a for sale sign, looks like ranch land. Hamby or Hambee, Hambee. Still sort of moving jewels around in her hand, specifically a ruby. Could be for July or something else coming in. It's been coming in since Mackenzie. Reference to 15, could be a day or even the road, etc. 67, 180. There's like Rockland, rockin', or rock something with rock in it. Pain in my chest. What's came in during that reading, she interrupted. When she was stabbed in the chest, I believe, or that's definitely, it keeps coming in. She says sparks, but not in sparks. I don't know why I got that. Remember, things can also be a connection as well. Davis, this could be Susan, also came in Mackenzie. Chickpea, there's all these Spanish names I can't make out. Here, Sirocco. I see a long pathways and ranches and farms and pathways and distance in the mountains. Here, drainage ditch, large drainage pipe, and I've seen a couple months ago. Grains, hear the word ambient. I wonder if he used that or if there's some other reason. See her struggling, fighting. See stupid boots and tight pants. I wonder if he rides horses. Not that he wore spurs, but I was shown spurs. Got initials MR and then J. I see that she's shaking her finger at him like, why I don't feel like this is the first time. I feel violence towards women, possibly rape and possibly murder. I just not known yet. I see veggies sprouting up like tomatoes on one side of the road. You look over the road and you see ahead mountains, trees, bushes, dust. Song El Paso again, reference to green, blue, and red, and then the Mexican flag. That's been a vision before. Mars. She shows me stars and says galaxy. Shows me breakfast foods like eggs and biscuits and gravy. Maria Valenzuela. Crazy duck. She says beach, and I know she's not at the beach, but it could be for names or symbolic, beach or ocean. I see rock formations. I got the word tie-dye, tiger, and Gloria. So that's it for the second reading. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll add the third reading here as well, just because it doesn't seem like that one was very long, right? So this reading was done today, 8/8. I got the word torment, just peachy, hiccup, that's come in before. I'm shown a knife and the up and down motion. She appears to me as she did the day I was doing the normal reading. She came in frantic. I heard the words, I didn't run away. He took my life. I'm shown longhorns. She says she doesn't like how she's being portrayed. Horses with tails swaying and then making noise like they do. I'm not going to make that noise because you guys will laugh. I think maybe Susan's sons popped in because I got the name Charlie, or it could fit here too, but Charlie's come in for a while now. Letter A and letter N. It's weird because letter N was also in his reading that I did. I do think the Alamo from Malia's may fit here because I heard the Battle at Alamo and I saw people in uniforms with guns. They looked like back then. Here, country and western songs again. I saw a big rock formation, comes to a point. It's rocky, it stands up straight. It's surrounded by sand, and I see it's like rocks and then sand, and then again maybe he moved her, or maybe it's all close together because it does show like trees and a water source. And then I hear a word ladybug and I see one. I heard the name Victor. I hear a word crystal. That may go to Susan or may fit here. I see gems in her hand. It just might be important because it keeps coming through every single reading and in his. 180, and again, I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. Horses have been important. They kept going back to it, so it has to be in a name or a ranch. I still feel strongly a ranch and a for sale sign. I get mountains in the distance, bushes, trees. I think also rock and sand. There's either a red sun or a moon, but it's a red circle. Ash, something. Burgundy, Ross, shiny diamond, the word court, tip spin. Fun Times also showing me where it's powwow, but I think we're looking for an area by a ranch. Could be up that way or around that area. Horses are really strong. I could see a landmark rock thing. It's weird. It's kind of shiny, standing straight up to a point. Like it goes like it's rocky, and then it goes like to a point at the top, and it's like by itself. I was gonna try to draw it. I might still. So I think it might be some kind of landmark. Then there's a circle. I got the word circle. I got body dump, and I hear this man is connected to like people like the cartel or people that aren't into good things, like some kind of connections in that realm with bad people and trading. But I don't feel like he traded her. I feel like he wanted her to himself, and then things got out of hand. And now it's like, what? Now what? And then he had to act fast. And I think he went back and got her, maybe. That's not really clear, but I kept getting like a moved feeling because I saw an area with trees and water and now rocks and mountains and dust. The area may be like all around, or it may have all of that as well. So I keep seeing a ranch and then those wooden fences, and I also see bushes, like in my dream was bushes, and I hear the words close to border. Shows me a piece of wood with black and yellow like you would see on a bee, like black stripe, yellow stripe, black stripe, yellow stripe. Then I get honey farm, word tractor. I think she's close to like a honey or bee farm and horse ranches. Maybe peaches. I don't know if they have peaches out there or if it's in a name or something. Tomatoes, because tomatoes came in before. Also saw a pig, but I feel like out in the middle of nowhere. Wonder what's about 20-30 minutes from his house. I got the word Sultan, the hickory dickory dock rhyme again. Starting to wonder if he left here and there and then went back and got her and buried her there, because the spot I'm talking about, I see lots of sand, but not red sand. But there's a reason I keep feeling like I've been moved, and I don't know if maybe he didn't feel like he hit her well enough, and then he went back and fixed it or something. Because now it's more dusty, and then the first version, but of course at the same time I guess it was raining around the time she went missing, so maybe that's why it's more dusty now. I'm not really sure. But I kept picking up 2 places unless this area has all of it. Trees, water, rocks, sand, mountains. She keeps calling him bastard, says she's pissed at him. She says he took me from my boy. She feels so naive. We need to look for a huge rock formation. At the point at the end of it, I think it's sort of a landmark. I got Tate, the word Tate and ranch, reference to party. Also a point where she storms off, but I don't feel like it's from his house. She's saying, I'm right here. I also see a large castle. I see big bushes, drainage, ditch, so I don't know if she's necessarily in one. Maybe could be close to one. I can't seem to figure out if she's buried, covered, or in a drainage ditch. Could be near one. That part isn't really clear. What I'm seeing, like in my dream, when I look across the streets, are mountains. I always feel like I'm being choked and stabbed. The rock formation is tall, skinnier, has a point to it, stands alone. The letter B, the letter R, I got the word bucket, the word Siamese, I don't know. And then diamond drawn out like the shape. Interconnect here, nickel, because I got nickel and Mackenzie. Got it again. Hobbs and Buchanan. So I need to remind you guys that not everything's going to fit here. I wish it all did, but there's so many people so many girls missing out there in, Mexico and El Paso, and also the other cases I'm working on. It's just the way it works. No matter how well I try to get one person, I guess it's because I'm just an open channel. It just happens. So we're learning how to interconnect stuff, but remember, things can be also symbolic. So if you haven't joined the group, please join the group. We talk about stuff in there. We go through validations. I post stuff in there I can't get to post here yet. So thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. Until next time, take it easy.